take off, take flight with you. For we never fly, but we're flying.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 225 of Take Flight Podcast. And I'm back again this week with a bite-sized takeaway episode. It's my turn, Shuwel, hosting for you this week. For those that are new, these Take Flight takeaway episodes are short, bite-sized episodes of around 10 minutes, where each of us take turns to share some takeaways and learnings which we think would be of value to others. In case you haven't checked out any of these takeaway episodes before, I highly recommend you check them all out. Now, this week, I wanted to highlight a skill that I believe can transform the outcome of opportunities that you are pursuing. It doesn't matter whether it's entrepreneurial, corporate, philanthropic, personal, whatever opportunity it is, developing this one skill and applying it will amplify your results. The skill that I'm talking about is the art of collaboration. Now, in this episode, I will explain what I mean by collaboration. I'll also share examples that I've seen in my career, as well as some examples that we can see in business that has inspired me and I hope inspires you with a call to action. Now, firstly, to start off with the definition, what is collaboration? So, collaboration can be building strategic alliances with business partners. It can be sharing resources between multiple entities to share the burden of costs. It can also be co creating innovative solutions in terms of your product or service offering. All of these are a form of collaboration. Now, I learned early in my career the value of collaborating well from seeing mentors perfect this trait across various aspects of life. Now, I wanted to share with you three examples which I hope demonstrate the importance of collaborating well. So, the first example is during my internship experience back in 2012. I was part of a group of 6 interns, and we were all interning together abroad for the first time in Switzerland. For all of us, this was a summer filled with a lot of first experiences working abroad, working in a large multinational company, navigating a different country, culture, and language, while also making sure that we deliver in our internship roles. Now, it was important during this experience, right, for us to collaborate together as a group. Now, we could help each other in terms of what we were trying to achieve while also supporting the personal side of navigating all these new experiences. This ultimately allowed us to thrive both personally and professionally. And a lot of these relationships allowed us to continue to grow and develop within the company and across multiple industries too. Now, on the other side of it, if we were cut through and we weren't supporting each other, this would have 100% led to a worse outcome for everyone involved and would not have been worth it in the near term or the long term. And I'm proud to say that that group of 6 that we all interned together have gone on to have very successful careers. And it's an honor to continue to be friends with them. Now, the second example that I wanted to share is when I've had the opportunity to launch products in healthcare. It's extremely important in any launch scenario that you collaborate with your end user as early and often as possible. Now, in these experiences through my team, we brought in our ideal target customer into the process pre-launch, understand from them what their needs and requirements are to ensure once we launch, we could provide them with a strong value proposition. Now, this enabled all our launches to exceed all expectations and also built long lasting relationships with our customers as they felt valued with their perspectives and opinions. The last quick example I wanted to share is where I've collaborated with long term investors within Ahmed Capital Group, also known as ACG. Now, these relationships are built on trust, communication, and aligned incentives. And once developed well, can provide a strong platform to have a win win scenario for all involved. Some of our earliest investors, I'm very proud to say, are still involved with our projects today, gaining an attractive return for their funds while supporting us at ACG continuing to grow. This is another example of collaboration in practice. Now, those were the 3 examples that I've seen in my career, which I hope highlight the importance of collaboration. However, if you pay special attention, you will see examples of collaboration happening across the globe in multiple areas, leading to exponential results. Some examples to aid the thinking. If we think about Microsoft and OpenAI, they entered into a partnership agreement with Microsoft investing in OpenAI. Now, this has allowed both of the organizations to turbocharge their growth, also grow their value, and ultimately provide a better and bigger service offering to their customers and stakeholders. Another example is in sports. If you think about Manchester United, they've recently sold a minority stake in their club to Jim Radcliffe, who is a chemicals entrepreneur and made a lot of his money from there. Jim and his team will take the lead on sport related areas, while the existing owners will handle the commercial side. Now, this is another example of collaboration, which hopefully, as a Manchester United fan, gets the club back on track for the long term. One last example, which I wanted to share with you, which hopefully demonstrates the point of collaboration and the value of it, is this podcast that you're listening to, Take Flight Podcast. Now, we, of course, have our four hosts who you know well, I hope by now, me being one of them. But behind the scenes, we have an amazing team that help ensure that the engine continues to grow and move forward. For example, our amazing producer who edits everything for us, Nandi, has done an amazing job for us over the years. We also have someone who helps to manage the social media element. And with everything that we have planned during the next 12 months on the show, it will only be possible to put together with a great team driven by strong collaboration. So, the takeaway for you in this episode: collaboration is the new competition. The better you, your team, and organizations can collaborate, the more value it will create for everyone. So, that's the end to this week's takeaway episodes. In case you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You can find us on social platforms at Take Flight Podcast. And in case you have any specific questions for me, find me on LinkedIn, Shuwel, or Instagram at Shuwel1. Please make sure to check out our previous takeaway episodes too from the whole team. And please also subscribe to us on whichever platform you listen to us on. If you like this episode, I would recommend checking out episode 200, where I shared how I invested over £100,000 in my own personal development and the outcomes that I was able to achieve. We'll be back next week with a new episode for you, the flyers. Keep on taking flight and flying high.
Take off, take flight with you. Yeah, for we never fly, but we're